This is the module hidden inside your truck right now. It has its own SIM card, its own cellular antenna, and it can communicate driving data back through connected vehicle services every day you drive. Most owners never realized how much information these systems could collect or where that information could end up. And General Motors paid a $122 million settlement after investigators found drivers' data had been shared with insurance-related data brokers. For some owners, the result was higher premiums, denied coverage, and a question nobody knew to ask: what exactly is my vehicle reporting? In the next 4 minutes, I am going to show you exactly where this module is hiding in your Ford, Toyota, and Ram, what it may already be collecting, and the steps some owners are using to disable or disconnect it. No dealer visit, no monthly fee, just a flashlight, a socket set, and a better understanding of what is sitting inside your vehicle right now. Romeo from California left a comment that stopped me cold. He said, "I was turned down by 7 insurance companies in a row. A Liberty Mutual agent finally told me why. My own car had been reporting on my driving for months." Romeo did not know the system existed. The insurance company knew the data existed. He did not find out until it was already affecting his options. Think about your last insurance renewal. The premium went up. You called and asked why. They said driving behavior. You asked what data. You never got a clear answer. Over the last several years, many Ford, Toyota, and Ram vehicles have shipped with connected telematics systems designed to communicate with manufacturer services, roughly the size of a paperback book, their own cellular connection, their own antenna, active from the moment the vehicle leaves the dealership. And here's what some of those systems were collecting and why millions of drivers suddenly started paying attention. In March 2024, a New York Times investigation exposed what General Motors had been doing with data collected from millions of vehicles. Not just location, hard braking, sudden acceleration, late-night trips, speeding events, driving behavior recorded over long periods of time. According to the investigation, GM shared information with data brokers Verisk and LexisNexis, which made driving reports available to the insurance industry. Some drivers who requested their records discovered detailed reports containing months of driving behavior data. Others only learned the reports existed after insurance premiums increased or coverage options changed. California investigated. GM later agreed to a $122.75 million settlement. While every manufacturer uses its own version of telematics technology, the controversy raised the same concern for millions of drivers. What information is being collected, and who can access it? Now, here's where it gets interesting, because the people who discovered these systems also discovered something manufacturers never expected.
Ford owners found it first. On a 2019 Escape, the module sits under the trunk floor beneath the spare tire cover. On the F-150 and Super Duty, it is mounted behind the rear seat on the driver's side wall of the cab. A flashlight, a trim tool, about 20 minutes. Owners who disconnected the module reported that its cellular connection stopped functioning. Toyota made it harder. In some models, the module sits behind the passenger side dashboard near the main computer. Remove it incorrectly, and you can lose speaker or microphone functions. That is why some owners created bypass harnesses. The vehicle continues operating normally while the telematics connection is effectively disabled. Ram made it hardest of all. Simply removing the module can trigger warning messages. Some Ram owners install a security gateway bypass, remove the module, then use AlphaOBD software to update the truck's configuration so it no longer searches for the device. One Ram owner described the results simply. The truck was no longer communicating through its telematics system. Here is the question only you can answer. For 100 years, when you bought a vehicle, you owned a machine. Then, connected technology arrived. The rise of telematics changed that relationship. Modern vehicles can provide convenience, diagnostics, emergency services, remote access, and software updates. But they can also collect information many drivers never realized was being recorded. The controversy surrounding GM forced millions of people to ask a simple question: how connected do I want my vehicle to be? For many owners, understanding how these systems work is the first step towards deciding how much connectivity they actually want. In the next video, I'm going to show you exactly how to find these modules in 12 specific truck models with exact locations, connector layouts, and part numbers, so you know exactly what you're looking at before touching anything. Because some models contain multiple modules, and disconnecting the wrong one can create problems you don't want. Drop your year and model in the comments. Subscribe. Every week, we break down the hidden systems, modules, and technology manufacturers rarely explain to owners. See you in the next one.